What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tony the Savant back with another one. Hold on, let me do the intro. Shout out to the BCE, the SCE, my boy Mello. That's the president. Shout out to my boy Jeezy. That's the manager. Shout out to my cousin Hulk. Been supporting since day one. I love that, and I love you, G. Wait one more second, let me hit the T, because we just getting the voice back, y'all. God is good. We just getting the voice back. The boy was able to get in the gym the other day, so yeah, we making some progress coming out of that little sickness. But anyway, let's get to it. Get to the meat and potatoes. Y'all see the title of the video. We are talking about my favorite WNBA player. I say my second favorite all time. WNBA player, Skylar Diggins-Smith. My number one is always gonna be Miss Maya Moore. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the Kobe Bryant of the WNBA. So just getting that out the way if y'all was wondering. But I seen this article about Miss Skylar Diggins-Smith. And I was not aware of this, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I have to be a little bit more in tune and tapped in with the WNBA. I do feel a sense of guilt as a sports journalist that I don't really keep up with the headlines that's going on over there. The last thing I heard about the WNBA is, as far as something that I was really just trying to pick up something and do a story on, was the Las Vegas Aces, I think it is. I know they're balling out right now. Miss Asia Wilson, Candace Parker, Kelsey Plum. I'm thinking I gotta get up. You know, like I say, I gotta update my profile on the WNBA. But I do have some criticisms for the WNBA. Not necessarily, I don't want to drag on them like a lot of people do and tease them. But I do want to say this particular article that I read is very interesting because it's the reason why. It's part of the reason why I think the WNBA has so many issues as far as being able to garnish support from the public, because when you read this kind of article, it's heartbreaking, man. Let me tell you the truth. It's a little heartbreaking, but nonetheless, let's get into it. Skylar Diggins-Smith. This article comes from ESPN.com. Skylar Diggins-Smith says she can't use the Mercury facilities. Phoenix Mercury Skylar Diggins-Smith alleged Thursday that the team has not allowed her to use the practice facility while on maternity leave this season. Now, just having y'all, I don't know if y'all knew, some of y'all do. I just had a baby, so this story has hit me a little differently because, my wife is currently on maternity leave from her job. Very grateful and thankful to them that they allowed her this much time, so we can just get the baby acclimated, all that kind of stuff. But that's why I say this story hit a little differently. Outside of Skylar Diggins-Smith being one of my favorite players, I just recently had a baby. So to see how the Phoenix Mercury are treating her in this sensitive time, it broke my heart, reading this thing. So the article continues to say that she responded to a fan on Twitter. She said that they're not going to acknowledge. Oh, no, another petty thing. Phoenix Mercury, shame on y'all, man. Shame on y'all. This is why the WNBA has a difficult time garnishing respect and support from the public. Do you know the Phoenix Mercury didn't even wish Skylar Diggins-Smith, who last season was leading them in points and assists? I do know that. I do recall her and Diana Taurasi having a blow up on the bench. So I was following up and just statistically, and that was a dramatic situation. But nonetheless, she was leading the Phoenix Mercury in points and assists last year. Her birthday comes by. Phoenix Mercury didn't even wish her a happy birthday, bro. They didn't. I don't understand. That's so petty. Now here's the thing: the W in the WNBA stands for women. And women get pregnant. I'm sorry, I don't know why everybody up to like 10 minutes ago that wasn't breaking news, but yes, women get pregnant, man. And that's part of the deal when you start a league catering to the feminine sex. You know what I mean? It just kind of comes with the territory. You have to account for that. But nonetheless, it seems to me like the Phoenix Mercury don't really support Skylar Diggins-Smith. They seem to have taken somewhat of an issue that she had gotten pregnant and had to lead a team. She left the team last year in August, so we're coming up on a year of her not her time away from the team Anyway, what I was saying as well, she led the team in points and assists, was obviously a star for the team, obviously an impactful player. And the Phoenix Mercury didn't even wish her a happy birthday this year, man. And so it broke my heart again. This is why this story is revealing, but me personally, it's heartbreaking because to see how the WNBA teams are moving, bro. Like we hear a lot of the stuff on as far as the public, we hear a lot of stuff in the news about equal pay and the women being oppressed and discriminated against. And to an extent, I kind of understand where they're coming from, but reading this story is like, y'all have problems from within you need to fix first. You know what I mean? There's no point in me going out here and talking about, fathers all around the world need to get their stuff together. Y'all need to step up. But at the crib, I'm over here being a crap dad. It's like it's literally a conflicting, it's hypocritical at its peak. That you all say that y'all are a WNBA, a league catered to women, but this is how you treat your players, and not even just your players. Skylar Diggins-Smith is a legend. You know what I mean? Like, she was Notre Dame. She was a legend over there, man. Shorty used to ball out. That's how I found out about her. And I remember Skip Bayless, somebody that y'all know I'm not a huge fan of. He brought her up to the show, and that's when he brought her up to her show, to his show. I can't remember. No, that was before Undisputed, so it definitely had to be First Take. So he brought her up to the show, and that's when I really start following Skylar Diggins-Smith. She could definitely ball. She's a very talented young lady. But again, like I say, the reason why the WNBA isn't even half as popular as the NBA is because you all treat your star players like this. I can only imagine how the nobodies, the no names are getting treated. You know what I mean? Let them get pregnant. But outside of that, they didn't wish her a happy birthday. She says that she does not have access to the nutritionist, the strength and conditioning coach, the chefs, the chiropractor, massage therapist. These are all things that are pregnant, as far as I know, as far as my wife. These are all things that pregnant ladies, I ain't gonna say need, but definitely could use during the pregnancy. And if you have the means to take care, get it. And if you have a whole team behind you, a whole professional sports organization behind you, you should be able to get all of this stuff easy peasy. But nonetheless, she said that she does not have access to this. But shout out to Skylar Diggins-Smith, because I did see some of her stuff on Twitter that she's been posting. She's still working out. She's still getting, staying in game shape. And I'm proud of her for that. I think one of the assistant coaches, I want to shout her out as well, get her name. She's working with her, so even in all the hoopla, there's still somebody on her team, somebody on her side. The assistant coach, Bridget Pettis. So shout out to Bridget Pettis, man, because that shows me that even she's going against the grain. You know what I mean? It may be some people that may feel that Skylar Diggins-Smith is getting treated, differently or whatever. But she's actually acting on it. She may feel that, but she's also saying, I don't care what the organization is saying. I'm still going to help this young lady because she's one of our own. She's a member of this team. You think that'd be good enough? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I say, the WNBA has a lot of problems, and it seems to me like a lot of their problems, at least 80 to 90% of their problems, are fixable because they come from within. You know what I mean? There's some other criticisms I might have about the WNBA, but I want to just keep it focused on this story. We can get into that stuff on another video, all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to bring you all an awareness because I personally feel like this is why the WNBA does not get the support they're supposed to get. They don't even support their star players. So how do y'all expect us, the public, the paying customer, to support y'all's players when y'all don't support them? That's crazy to me. That's literally crazy to me. I'm trying to fix it up in my head where it makes sense, but it doesn't. Sorry, y'all. We got new neighbors. I was out here the other day, and the new neighbors were like, oh, hey, hi. One thing I don't like. Only thing I don't like more than old neighbors is new neighbors, man. Because new neighbors, you got to break them in. You got to teach them, like, hey, we don't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm still from Chicago. I'm still from the city. I try to do the Texas-friendly stuff, but, only to an extent. I don't really be trying to bobo with too many people. But nonetheless, they all moving in and whatever. Kind of loud. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on this one. I'm trying to see. Yeah, the WNBA had no comment about this. That's embarrassing. This is why I say they don't have They have a lot of issues that they scream and cry about, but a lot of that stuff is from within. The NBA had no comment about this. They said that they support Skylar like they support every other player. I mean, whatever that means. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, man. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy, Tony the Savant. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. I'm just the guy that love to work, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know my motto. Y'all the bosses. I'm trying to make sure I'm bringing y'all good work, good product. So I'm not a player. I'm not a coach. I'm a savant. Peace.